everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the artist Georges Seurat. He was born in Paris, France in the 19th century. And one of the most famous things that he was known for was using almost the modern day pixel. His paintings were created by using tiny brush strokes of different colors to create an entire painting. And because of some of the scale of his paintings, depending on how large they were, some of these had millions of tiny dots that created the entire picture. This actually became known as Pointillism. This painting right here is his most famous piece of artwork, and it's called A Sunday Afternoon on the Island of La Grande. And it's made of millions of tiny dots. And if you look very closely, you can see the little tiny brush strokes that create the entire painting. So your supplies for today is just a piece of blank paper, a pencil, and some markers. Now the first thing you're going to do is decide what picture you want to draw. I chose to draw a fish with some seaweed in the background. You don't want to draw anything that's too complicated, so keep it simple and you can choose anything that you want. Now that your picture is complete, you're going to start with the dots process. And you'll notice that I am only making dots. That's going to be the entire picture is going to be composed of these tiny dots. Now, one great thing about using these dots is that you can take multiple colors, like I am taking all light colors of different shades of orange and red and yellow and gold. And you can mix them together and it's going to create these beautiful fluctuations of color. Here on the side of the fish, I've decided to do some stripe patterns. So you'll see that I'm taking my dark red and I just keep on making those dots over and over. It does take some time, but it's going to be worth it in the end because you'll see the completed picture is very, very beautiful, much like Georges Seurat's paintings were. Now I'm going to go back with my gold and I'm going to go around all of my stripes that I just created. when you have all of your tiny dots created and your picture is as complete as you want it to be, I took a dark black marker and outlined all of my pencil markings. This just gives everything a well-defined shape and helps it stand out a little bit more. Another thing that I did is after everything was complete, I went back in and I added some black dots in my stripes to give them a little bit more of a definition. And then if I felt like the water or if the seaweed or anything needed a little bit more of the dots, I went back and added those in as well. So this is basically just a touch-up process at this point. And there it is, your completed picture in the style of Georges Seurat's Pointillism. I hope you enjoyed this project and come back for more. See you later. If you feel just like life gives you lemons and rain pours down, just keep a swimming, don't look down, keep your head up to the sky. Show